just... No, well, I'm hoping it, like, just changes model and doesn't freaking explode. Because it doesn't say it explodes. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and... It's not doing it. Oh, I'm dead. It does explode. It does explode. It...
Welcome, welcome! It's Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen video. And today I thought I would talk about the future of Star Citizen. Everybody likes to contemplate what the future holds for this wonderful game of ours. It has now reached $437,963,272 of funds raised. That's a crap ton of money. There's also been 3.5 million Star Citizens. Well, how much is that in all actuality? Because a lot of us have multiple accounts. My guess is probably 2 million. You know, there's probably 1.5 million bogus accounts or extra accounts. So there's a lot of people still interested in this game, and there's been a lot of funds raised. So what does the future hold? Now, they just changed how they're doing the roadmap and the release view for the community. Of course, that has a lot of controversy around it as well. We don't really want to rehash all that. A lot of people have gone into it. I'm just going to say, hey, you know, as a community, we just need to change our perspective a little bit and roll with the punches. I know that's a very simplistic view, but again, I've kind of gone over this a little bit in future video or in past videos and with my org. And you know, hey, sometimes you got to eat the big crap burger and just go on with life. So, what is set to come out in 3.17? Now, they did say that nothing on the release view is for sure. We've kind of gotten spoiled over the last year with release view, expecting it to come out like it was a promise or something. And I think that pissed off CIG a little bit when we got mad when it didn't. Yeah, again, that's part of the controversy. So, what is possible to come out in 3.17 that we know of, which is Q1, which is next month, which is 2 weeks from today? What are we expecting? Or what is the possibility? Well, they're going to have the DNA head textures updated, hopefully, and bring that to us. So you'll have new new character customization options. Then they're going to bring in the Lorville Hospital, which is called Maria Pure of Heart. Might be the nicest place in all of Lorville, other than maybe the business district in the Hurston office. So that could be interesting, but you know, not a huge addition. You just have a new hospital in Lorville, so you can respawn there. Then something else that they're brought in that nobody really cares about is the coffee shop vendor. New vendor behavior with the coffee shop. Yeah, you want a soft drink, you want a hot drink, you just want a drink, talk to the coffee vendor. Okay, so let's move on from that one. That one's kind of lame. Then we have mining gadgets, which they say is done. Really looking forward to this. I know a lot of people in my org are, as well as we have a lot of people that really love to mine, and they make a fortune doing it. So this will actually come into play and really help a lot of the solo miners out there, but it could help a lot of the group miners as well. So that will be one that I would love to do a video on. I need to do a new video on mining eventually anyways, so maybe I'll give you somewhat of a tutorial with the help of some friends. Hopefully you guys will look forward to that. Speaking of which, the very opening scene, I want to thank Kashutu, part of my org. The dude captured that video this weekend, as I did with all this video, and it was hilarious, so I wanted to add it to the beginning of this video, and he graciously agreed to let me do that, so thank you, Kashutu. So we also can expect ship-to-ship refueling with the Starfarer coming in 3.17. From what I've heard, those mechanics are in place, and it's working. And we've seen some of the video of it. It looks kind of cool, and maybe it'll be fun and engaging. I know that they will probably make it even more difficult down the road, or at least more skill-based. I hope they don't go overboard with some of the skill-based tasks that they want people to do. Yes, it should be engaging. Yes, maybe semi-challenging, but don't go overboard, CIG. Don't make it so complex that I have to spend a year learning how to do the mechanic in order to be able to get the result that I want. You should be able to get in there and, you know, play around with it and be able to figure it out in a short period of time, but still have a little bit of a challenge there. You know, make it slightly different each time or something. Yeah, I don't know, but I don't think many people are going to want to spend months and months learning how to do a mechanic for a game. This is not real life. We're coming here to escape. It's coming here to have some fun. So don't make it overly complex. That's all I'm going to say. You guys may have a differing opinion. Let me know in the comments. So another thing we can expect, hopefully, in 3.17 is selling items to shops. All those armor sets that you collect and weapons that you collect when you're doing your missions and stuff, you can bring them back and sell them to a local shop. So that's fantastic. I can't wait because I usually collect a bunch. Though, with the inventory system the way it is, it's really hard to collect a whole lot, at least the big stuff. You really got to spend a lot of time dragging bodies or looting the bodies, moving the stuff here and there. So, yeah, but that'll be good news. If you do spend the time to do that, you can actually sell the stuff and make some profit that way. Ships. Let's talk about ships. What ships are we expecting or hoping for in 3.17? The RSI Scorpius. If any of you participated in Xenothreat and used a hurricane or watched other people in a hurricane, it is a nightmare. That thing will just chew through anybody and everybody, and it makes a huge difference on the battlefield. It should. It's considered a heavy fighter. The Scorpius will be in that same boat, only you're going to have 4 guns for the pilot and 4 guns for your back seat, your rear, your Rio, whatever you want to call it, your gunner that's going to be, you know, riding with you. Love the idea of this ship. It kind of looks like an X-Wing or Star Fury from Babylon 5. Can't wait to bring you that one because I do have one. The Misk Hull A is also a great possibility for 3.17, and it's starting to look really good. And this could be a lot of fun as a cargo hauler. They still have to do the cargo refactor, which is something that we're tentatively looking forward to in 3.18, which will be Q2 around July, August. Typically August when that stuff comes out. But yeah, that was all for 3.17, so let's go ahead and talk about the cargo system refactor. They're going to change the size of the cargo boxes, how they can be moved and picked up and opened, and items taken out of it, and all of that, and we can expect that in 3.18, hopefully. I'm saying hopefully every time. You guys understand it's all tentative. Then possibly salvage tier 0. We're getting the Drake Vulture, so that's going to be the first version of salvage. Hopefully they get some work on the Reclaimer as well, but I'm sure that's going to have to wait a little while. Excuse me. One of the first ships in the game, massive ship, and we've got to wait for the mechanics for it still. That's okay. It's going to happen eventually, guys. It will. But the Drake Vulture should be a lot of fun. Should be really cool. If you haven't ever checked out Starjump's video, he's got his Drake video. He's got a Drake Vulture in there. It's really cool the way he envisioned the mechanics working for that thing. You know, he took a little creative license, and I love it. And hopefully CIG kind of looked at that and said, damn, that's really awesome. Can we do that? And hopefully they get it done. So Drake Vulture 3.18 this summer. Keep an eye out for it. Something else to keep an eye out for this summer, the Grey Cat multi-tool for salvage, the salvage attachment. So we should be looking forward to that coming out as well. So that's all they have on the release view of the roadmap. And again, it's all tentative. They don't want you getting your hopes up. So just, you know, this is how you should look at each patch. Be happy or excited or surprised at whatever they put in it. At least that's kind of what they want us to do. I mean, and a lot of you guys aren't going to take that approach. But if you do, life will be a little happier for you when it comes to this game. Just putting that out there. So, what else can we expect? Well, if you look at the progress view and the deliverables and all of that, it's quite interesting. Everything goes up to October. Well, not everything, but that's where a lot of things end, like the end of September, the beginning of October. That's Q3. Even if you look at the chapters for Squadron 42, they're all done actually well before then. Like, they get done at the end of March, the beginning of April. Guys, that's 2 months away. They could be done with most of the chapters by then. Now, obviously, the game won't be done. Squadron 42 won't be coming out this summer. Sorry, guys. It's not coming out this summer. It'd be great if it did. But they still have a few things to work on. You can look at the different things that they're working on for Squadron 42 and the PU, and how far they go, you know, in the, I guess, the deliverables tab. I mean, there's a lot of things that go all the way up to October. What do I think? I think CitizenCon, they're going to show off a portion of the game. Finally. Playable portion, and hopefully, maybe, doubtful, we'll get a Christmas release. My guess is we'll get a release probably in Q2 of next year. A full-fledged Squadron 42 drop for the summer. I mean, it makes sense. Obviously, it would make more sense to probably drop it during CitizenCon, but I don't think we're going to be that lucky for this next year. You know, they could hold it all the way back to the following year. That'll piss off a lot of people. But, hey, let them get it done. Make it polished. Make it a beautiful, awesome game. I mean, who's going to care if the game drops and it is the best game that anybody has ever played or seen or experienced? You're not going to care if they hold it back 1 year and that's the experience you get. Now, if they put it out as a piece of crap and it's, you know, something like, you know, what came out, Cyberpunk did, and it's going to be a big flop. You know, Cyberpunk's probably gotten better since then, but because they keep working on it. But we don't want this game to come out and be a big flop, Squadron 42 or, you know, Star Citizen. We want it to succeed. If you're a true fan of the game, a true believer of what Chris Roberts is trying to do, you want it to be the best damn game possible when it releases. So are you going to care if it takes another year to put it out? So I'm talking like 2 Octobers from now. Is it going to bother you if they wait a year after most of it's done to polish it up and make it better? I don't think many people are going to care when they start playing it. When they start seeing what's, you know, all the new tech and how much time and energy and effort went into making it. I just, you know, I think if a great game comes out, people are going to remember how great the game is. Yeah, it took 10, 11 years to make, but it's damn good. And that's what we're looking for. So what else can we expect over the next few months? Like I said, most everything ends in September. So do I need to get on my contemplative or assumptive hat and figure out what's going to happen in October? I mean, I really don't know. Obviously, they may not either. Some of this stuff may get bumped back, pushed back way past October. We just don't know. My guess is we will have server meshing. We will have 4 or 5 systems easily that we can traverse and do a few things in. Maybe 1 or 2 of those won't have specific missions galore in there. Pyro should be a completed, fully fleshed out system by the time we get it. Like, it's going to have all the missions that they want to put in before the beta, etc. So, yeah, I would expect that, you know, in October, that Q3, Q4 release date, that we get a phenomenal play experience, at least with server meshing, or we're going to get to test it out. Let's not say it's phenomenal play experience. Let's face it. All of it has a lot of debugging that has to be done, and that's what I'm expecting is yeah, there's going to be some rough patches, but we're going to actually see you know, the next phase of Star Citizen with multiple systems, multiple things you can do. I'm looking forward to it. That's what I'm kind of hoping for Q4 of this year. What do you guys think? What's your belief? Are you thinking that you're going to see anything to do with server meshing, multiple systems, and all that by the end of this year? Or do you think that also will be pushed back? When do you think we're going to get Squadron 42? Let me know in the comments down below. I certainly would appreciate it. It really helps the channel as well, as I'm trying to get back on the algorithm. I just haven't been as productive this year as I would like. My work schedule is just getting worse and worse. They're adding more and more to me. I guess that's good for job security maybe, and maybe I can possibly get a raise out of it. Who knows? But it does take a lot of time away from my ability to create content for you guys. I am still going to get it out there, and I hope you guys enjoy the videos. I would say thank you to my org mates and stuff for helping me bring some of this content to you guys. This obviously was Xenothreat. I was playing with a group of guys. They didn't even know I was here during this particular video. So thank you all for tuning in once again. If you want to contribute to the channel, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Go check out my Patreon. Go check out my YouTube members. It only costs $1 to get in. I really would appreciate it. You can also watch the ads all the way through. Click on the ads. All that stuff helps the channel out tremendously. Thank you so much once again. I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy, and I'll see you out in the verse.